Hello, fellow
Don't know.
shades. I'm your Shadow Witty and kind of the clever. And,
It's been a
yeah, I
while.
messed it up a bit, but yeah, whatever. We're your hosts, and we're gonna be
Yeah, it's
doing some
fine.
Resident Evil. Bit of an announcement.
Yeah.
We have a new server that I've set up where
New
if you want to
Discord.
get notified every day on the dot when a new video comes out, and you don't have to worry about that pesky bell not telling you until the next day after, you just have,
Or
we have made our own
glitching
server.
out in any
Yeah.
other way it might.
Yeah. We have our own server, the Gathering of Shades. There's a link in the About section on our
Description?
channel. Not, well, actually, I could put one in the description if I remember to do so.
Oh yeah, you're right. But
Um,
there's definitely one in our about section
About
we
section,
could
I'll
make
make
a
sure to
community
refresh. I'll make
post.
sure to refresh it, so it should still be, should still be good whenever this comes out. Cause an invite only works for like a week, so I have to like swap it out
Really?
occasionally. Yeah, and it turns into like a, I guess like just an inactive invite or whatever. But I should be able to get another link for the description, or the same one maybe. I don't know.
Alright.
And
Now I have everything.
but yeah,
Except for that.
just join our server and pick up a role of either Shades or a subscriber, and you'll get notified from our server. And we hope you enjoy us.
So,
but let's go ahead and get on. So you're looking for all the pieces. Wait, are you just 100%
I already have
now?
the pieces.
Do you have every piece?
I'm looking because I'm looking to make sure like I didn't miss anything that could be really helpful, you know? Because I think I have everything. Also, I don't really care about that badge up there. I'm pretty sure it's used up anyways. Actually, I didn't. You know what? I didn't check.
What?
I even check it. I didn't check that back room off the garage.
Oh. But yeah,
Yeah, there should be.
I found out last night
here.
that for obvious things, apparently practice helps when you're trying to do something well, like commentating. Like yesterday.
Oh no.
Well.
What'd you do?
Well, this will come out on the 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of time. I'm trying to think of, okay, from the recording day yesterday, I recorded some Persona 4, got 2 hours into it, and I was really freaking tired, so that's expanded through 4 episodes. Although, because it was the beginning, I have to kind of cut sessions in half, because like I couldn't find a convenient save point because it was the beginning. So the first 4 episodes are a bit, well, at least like the second and, or what is it? No, it's the first and the third episode both don't really have an ending. It's just kind of cut off. But besides that, yeah, and I did pretty good, honestly. I was making somewhat fun commentary, and it wasn't like boring. I was just basically role playing.
Alright,
I'm just playing as the character.
Alright,
and I am just doing, and I'm gonna do all the voices for every character, so everyone will have to suffer, except probably you, Connor, since I'll be doing them off. I'll end up doing them. They'll be a little bit slower,
right? Since I don't actually have to listen to that.
Yeah, you don't have to listen.
Since I don't have to listen to the auto-tune voice.
Yeah. Well, auto-tune, it's not that bad.
It's not auto-tune.
It's a bit loud. It's not. Yeah, there is an auto-tune voice that's a lot worse.
A bit bad. It's quite bad, my man. Do I have anything? I have nothing for this.
I think it was just bad sucks. When the volume control was a bit bad. But I've got a better handle of it.
Alright. Rook is next to the knight. And the knight doesn't go where the case marking says it goes. Ah, shit. I need to drop something off, at the very least. This. And that. Neither
But
one of
yeah,
them helps me.
I'm starting that, and now that one might be a bit slower, just because it's more of a side game compared to Danganronpa. And I've been trying to figure out if I did start a game solo, if I would move it over to my main game when Danganronpa was over. But I don't think I will, honestly, just so that way you're not, like, out of context for whatever is happening, you know? And just just so that way, it's not anime on top of anime back to back. Or at least for my game day. Although, I gotta admit, the first episode, I had to, like, redo 3 times because one, I skipped the entire beginning on accident when I misclicked tab to switch voices, and it immediately skipped everything, and I was like, God dang it. And so I had to redo that, a bit, and it was funny.
But not facing the queen. So the queen's not there.
It was funny because, like, the second time I had to restart, it was because, I was rebinding the keys during the video, or I was like, wait, what is the key to fast forward? And I found out it was tab. No, the first time what happened was I was using the controller.
Oh my god, I fucking solved that first try! Nice. No effing way.
Alright,
and
Sherry.
I found out,
on my way.
And the second time, to try to prevent it from happening again, I was like, let me go in the controls, and I decided to make the fast forward button the backspace button. But then when I push backspace, that's how I end the video. So I was like, damn.
Oh.
So I was like, wow, those are 2 butchered attempts. Like an 18, like a 5, no, it was like 6 minutes, and then it was an 18-minute video, and it's like, alright, round 3, let's hope I don't mess it up this time. Do you have all the gear you want to bring? Because you know who you're fighting, right?
I think I'm finding Big Dick.
Pretty sure, yeah. I mean, assuming they can't change the bosses too much, because, I mean, for the most part, you've done the same fights as Leon, so, like, if they keep the same bosses, you should know you're fighting, assuming they don't change it.
Right.
Which I don't think they would.
Because they've changed a couple things. They changed a couple things.
True.
So
yeah, they changed the whole Ada Wong meeting.
Do I have, like, a red...
with the police
Right,
chief.
do I have a... They changed everything about her. Well, not everything, but a good amount about her thing.
Yeah.
And then this, damn it.
But in that episode, I was really noticing how helpful Cube 2 was. And Cube 2 was the puzzle game that I did by myself for the first time. And how useful, well, I mean, I would say that, and I guess this entire experience, like, trying to be commentating and be funny, was definitely helping my experience, where it was like, okay, how do I commentate here? And it was me just, like, reacting to the weird with the normal, or just try to, like, relate to it.
See, everything in this room? Yes, it is. Oh, damn.
But yeah. But, when it comes to voices, I mean, I will admit, I have a problem with voice control, voice control in the sense of volume-wise. I have a bit of trouble with, but most of the time, they're not usually that bad. Like, there are some really bad ones, like, there's, like, one where it, like, sounds like Alexa or something, or, like, text-to-speech dialogue that's really standoffish, and it's really awkward. Um, oh, you don't have any shells.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you do, if you do find shells for that electric gun, you do remember how it, like, works, right?
Somewhat.
You remember that you have to keep holding the aim after you fire to get the most damage?
Yeah, that's really dumb. And weird.
I don't think so.
Here we go.
I think
Oh god, he's really close.
I mean, if you actually looked at what it said, it did tell you what to do. You just weren't interpreting it correctly.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Like, it wasn't like telling you, oh, push the fire trigger 4 more times and then you get to work. It's like, no, it was telling you to hold down the button. You just didn't know when it wanted you to hold the button. That was the issue.
Hi. 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 Hi.
How's your health looking?
Have I got a surprise for you?
But yeah. So I did that yesterday, which was, I guess
God, oh god, hello, 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 hello.
I haven't been able to get to, obviously, the main part of the game yet, because I'm still in the intro. But I guess I'm having a good time so far with it. Which, I mean, is always a good sign. It's great when you can, it's not like, it's not killing you to actually get into the game. I have binged,
that works.
Records of Ragnarok. They got a new season.
I see. Actually, I was gonna ask you if you've seen anything recently, that was good recently.
Yeah, I just binged
I was gonna ask you if you,
I will say, I just kind of like it
right.
because of the, like, some of the BS ways they give, the heroes to do things. Like, you know, where it's like they have to come up with a reason, and while I could get that could annoy some people, for me personally, I just love the, just, like, either random excuses and really cool fight scenes. Like, I am a sucker when it comes to, like, seeing badass moves that, like, I'm not big into wrestling, but, like, when I see fighting moves like that, I just, like, imagine doing them in my head.
It's fun.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, that's
like,
always fun.
It's like you're playing Street Fighter, but you actually know how to play it. You know how to push the buttons correctly.
Actually,
Sherry,
bro, that's my entire experience with that.
Sherry, are you alright?
You actually know how to do the combos.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing?
I never knew.
I'm here to help.
She's dead
Sherry's
already.
been implanted. She can't be saved.
Cool.
Are you fucking kidding me? You're her mother. Get in here!
You don't understand. William is still out there, and if I don't stop him...
This conversation is over!
I was gonna say, like, in
Wait.
her scenario...
Wait! I can treat her. In my lab. It's not far away.
I'm kind of on the scientist side here. Like, if you had to, like, sure that her daughter is important to her, but,
Choose
like,
between family, yeah,
or the
choose
human
between
life,
family
you
or,
know?
like, the greater,
world.
yeah, human life versus
Sherry.
the world versus
Mommy loves
your
you so
wishes.
Yeah, you know,
You
it's
can't
like,
deny that.
Goodbye.
I'm definitely with her where it's like, I do think she should go for the monster,
Fucking
since
kidding
that they
me.
could kill a lot more
Don't worry,
people.
I will get you
Yeah.
It's like, you could save this one person,
Then-
but then you let, like, let's say just 100k people, probably a lot more, die. Because of what you did.
Why does Claire care? Why does Claire care? I gotta ask.
Because, I don't know, because she cares because she got taken away from her, so she feels responsible because she couldn't protect her.
Ned said her lab's not far. Wait.
Run, 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 run.
But I watched Records of Ragnarok. I finished that one.
Ah, damn, I can't go in there.
What else did I know? I watched some other stuff.
Hold on,
I
Sherry.
just can't. It's annoying because whenever I
You're gonna
think
be
of it,
fine.
it goes away from me. Whenever I have to
Anything
like
that you want
bring
to
it
talk
up.
about,
Yeah.
it just immediately leaves your mind.
Almost there, Sherry.
Um.
We're almost there.
Yeah.
Oh, good. The cable car.
I'm trying to think. Hold on. I'm just gonna look at my phone, and I'm sure I can figure it out. Just go to Netflix, check what I've watched, and I'm sure it will come to mind. But it's just like I'm grasping
While
at
you take
straws
that
here.
time, I will talk about something I have seen recently.
Okay.
The Last of Us.
Hmm.
The TV show adaptation.
Yeah.
Just hold on, Sherry.
I
Okay?
saw the
You're
first
gonna be just
2
fine.
of 3 episodes,
Mm-hmm.
and so far I gotta say it's
Okay.
done a pretty
Gotta
good
check
job
everything.
at like
Yeah.
There's no
adapting the
turning
game.
back.
Yeah, I saw
The
Matt Pet's
only
video on it.
on like how it was transmitted through flower.
Yeah.
That's
Do not exit until the
pretty
final
cool knowledge.
destination.
Yeah.
But again, as I was saying,
It's good.
oh, she looks awful.
Yeah.
Wonder if I should probably kill her before she turns into something like her dad.
Are you okay?
Your jacket's so warm.
My brother gave it to me. You know it's supposed to be lucky.
You gave your jacket to this little shit?
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Probably die.
Are you kidding me? You were doing just fine without me, until I came along and got you all sorts of trouble. I have something yours.
Kinda.
I don't want it.
Really? Why not? It's so pretty.
It's from my mom. For my birthday last year. All I really wanted was for her to be home more.
Relate. I guess I can relate to that one.
It seems like your mom doesn't care, but hey, Sherry.
I know. Some moms are just pieces of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't really good at the parenting part.
Hey, hang in there, okay?
Now, arriving at Nest.
It's okay.
I want to be holding
got you.
an affected person so close to my jugular.
Well, she didn't see her as an infected. Anyway. So, the only other show I can think
Alright.
of after reviewing Netflix, that's relatively new,
I'm getting you
is
treatment.
Lockwood and
Just
Co.
hold on, Sherry.
Which
It's okay.
is essentially,
Awkward and Co.
yeah, it makes you think, if I had to think of a simplification, I would say if Sherlock Holmes had a problem
For your
with ghosts.
safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open.
And I love Sherlock Holmes, so this is just right up in my
For your
jam.
safety, stand clear until the doors are fully
Fair
open.
enough. Sherlock Holmes is pretty cool. Have you seen any of the Sherlock Holmes movies?
Welcome to Nest.
I
Like
think
the
I
one
started-
with Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I started watching the one with Tony Stark, but
Okay.
I never actually finished it.
With Tony Stark? It's funny how people just know him as like Iron Man now.
Yeah,
Oh, that guy?
All right.
Oh, Robert Downey Jr. Oh, you mean Iron Man? You
yeah.
mean Tony Stark?
I don't actually know his
gotta
name.
be
I just
something
knew
here.
that, I just recognized his face and knew who,
Antiviral
what else
agent.
he's
That's
in
it.
most public
That's gotta be
media,
it.
which is Iron Man.
Yeah,
Like,
but
can you think
Hey.
of any other character
Hey,
that
Sherry.
is
I gotta go.
more
You
in,
stay
like,
right here, though, okay?
coincide with him than an Iron Man?
I'll be back soon. I promise.
like anything that like fits an actor and the actor's role better. Nah, he basically filled the role perfectly.
Yeah.
Doing this in the Northwest. Immediately used the double antiviral agent on themselves.
And, when I was doing some work yesterday, I was starting to rewatch Odd Gene, since I've already seen it, and I love how smart it is. Well, I say that, but honestly, I haven't really. It's not like I've tested anything in it or like thought of it as much science. It's just kind of a fun show to watch
Right.
that talks quite smart and it sounds smart. So I'm not too far.
Call it
I don't
smart.
really research much into anime where it's like, unless if there are some mystery animes or not animes, but some mystery games where if they talk about stuff that I think could be real, I actually look it up. Like one thing that's brought up pretty early on and is
Sherry.
that's prevalent is in Persona 3 is something that's called apathy syndrome, which essentially is just a loss of motivation. Like basically and in the game the people basically turn into husk of themselves. But it's called apathy syndrome and it's an actual real like thing. But when it comes a couple of other games that I've played where it sounds like it's real, or if the
Right.
game like makes a point of like talking about this one thing over and over again, or even it's just ideas like the parallel worlds theory and like
Parallel worlds theory, the
Yeah.
theory that everything that could have happened has happened and will
Yeah.
happen because it could have.
mhm.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And
Every opposite has an opposite thing.
yeah. And a couple other ones along that line, but like whenever there's theories that have some basis, like they're not just made up in the game, I'll actually look into
Goddamn.
them and be like, how what's the idea of this?
How
or,
plausible
yeah.
and like real? What was the inspiration? What is the
Mhm.
point? And like, is this just knowing things? Period. It's a lot
Yeah.
of fun to know things.
In fact,
Oh, hell.
in two of the mystery games that I have lined up for us to play, and I'm not gonna say them, but it's like one of the main theories they bring up in game is that, and those two games were the ones that made me think about it. I was like, well, I heard it from MatPat, but when I saw them in the game, I was more like, is this real or is this something they're just making up in the game? You know. It was more in question there.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I gotta admit, there's one game that I don't know if we'll ever play, but like, there's one game that I'd really be interested in us playing, and it's just 7 Days to Die. It's not like a super advanced game or anything. It's a pretty old one, but it's because it's the most it's one that I have, and two, it's a pretty accessible survival. It's technically part horror, but really it's just like the vibe, like of an apocalypse. So like when they say horror, they just mean kind of there are elements of horror, not really that there's not much of a story because it's just survival.
Oh no.
Yeah, is there? Actually, that might be incorrect. There might be a story, but it's not like you can fall. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's a story from the developers, at least. Not in the game. They've never really have a story.
Please enjoy our tasty selection of healthy foods.
Human and other brain matter.
But yeah. When it I think one of the reasons why it's harder for me to talk about in these is because like compared to like Persona 4, it's harder for me to exactly react because there's less there's less unrealistic things happening for me to really commentate on, or without me nitpicking, you know.
It's a bit it's a bit more streamlined.
Yeah.
We ain't got to nitpick. There's plenty of other things. This game is still plenty ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I mean,
yes,
it has its elements, but it's not as common upon, like compared to Persona 4. Like there's this one bit
Right.
where one character's talking about a folklore story, and in what it's like between three characters, two different characters and ourselves, and the main character.
Don't know what that does.
Person one is talking about a folklore story and is like, you guys should try it out, and person two is like, that's so childish. You know what we should really be talking about? We should be talking about this incident that just happened recently, and how do you think it actually happened? And then the person one's like, wait, now who is being childish? And I comment on the fact that I don't know how commenting on an incident that happened in real life is childish compared to talking about folklore stories, you know? Like, I'm sorry, person one.
Well,
I don't think you're right here. I was talking about folklore, not more childish than talking about a real incident that happened recently.
You
Like,
gotta
come
be
on.
shitting me.
What, full inventory?
You asshole.
Oh god! That was deserved. We can agree on that. That was deserved.
Oh. I don't know. Alright, time for questions. I guess that's a different thing about the Discord server. Is I made a channel for the viewers, if they are interested enough to actually find the Discord server and follow through, they could actually send questions into the
questions to us.
Yeah, questions where I would read, where I could go over and I'd read them off of Discord, and we could answer them. And that's another thing that comes out. Now, there's not a whole lot to do with the server. It's very primitive because I'm the only one who set it up, and I have no experience when it comes to setting that stuff up. I just had like a template and kind of got the basics.
Apparently, you have more than me.
Your presence is urgently requested by...
I basically just followed the video. That's all I really did. And simple links. Like, that's all I really did.
Chief Cartwright in the East area.
I was basically watching a YouTube video about how to build something off of IKEA or something. Like, that's essentially what I was doing. But, yeah.
Yep. Two.
Let me find...
Alright, no.
There is actually something I found out that was interesting. I found out that apparently, did you know that if you push... Well, actually, I don't know if you're on Windows, but if you push Windows and period, you usually can get an emoji keyboard. Like that comes up on your screen, and it really surprised me because I'm like, wait, I've had this the entire time? I've never even knew about this, and it's just like, yeah. Well, apparently if you just put those two in, it's like there. It's like, oh, wow. Huh. I never heard of this before. So I wonder how she's gonna get into the elevator this time, or how they're gonna get in the elevator, because last time Ada had to hack it. Well, I guess the obvious answer is that she'll give us her wristband or something. Like, she'll give us the scientist, whatever her name is. She'll give us some kind of code or something to let us get in. Actually, I don't know. We might go a different route because we didn't meet up. And unless that was a video that Leon was watching, then it would have to be a different location. Like, yeah, I think it had to be live. The way she was reacting, it definitely seemed live, and the way they were talking about it. So I definitely think she's gonna go somewhere else. Like, the end result, I do think is gonna be a different location. What the heck is this? Is this the... Yeah, oh, wait. Oh, it's the electrocution gun, but it has a little, like, ACOG scope or something? From Call of Duty?
Hey, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't
You
fucking
have
know.
2 empty guns in your inventory. Why do you have them?
Shut up. Because one's for regular bullets, one's for 42 ammo, one's for strong bullets, one's for explosive, one's for electric, and the other one's for machine
But you're
guns.
wasting 2 slots that you can't do anything with.
I can do something with this one. I have these. These ones I'm out of bullets for, but I
okay.
can get a shit ton if I just use this.
Okay.
And besides, I'm just coming out here to collect this, and then I'm just gonna turn back around.
Oh,
Time to
you know what
run.
time? Hey, you know what time
to
it is?
run. Time for the end of the episode?
Yeah. Like, comment,
Sweet.
subscribe, hit
The
that bell,
fuck?
and we hope you enjoyed.
I'm actually getting the timing right.
Yeah.
Left,
It's only
right,
been
left,
31
right,
minutes.
left, right, left, right, left,
See
right,
you
left,
next.
right, left, right, left, right, left, right.
Uh-huh. We'll see you next time, Fell Shades.